1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Yes, yes, yes. It's Raphael Dawkins with the Combat Radio. I sound funny. I'm sounding funny in the cans. What's going on? What's going on? Let's have a look at this. 1 2 1 2. Okay. Okay. 1 2 1 2. Okay. And we are live. Live right now. Boom, boom, boom. I've received the notification. Okay. And well, how are we going to start this thing? How are we going to start this thing? Maybe we start this thing with a warm-up. Maybe we start this thing with a warming video. I haven't done a warming video for a while. Been doing more of it. As a matter of fact, rat-tat-tat-tat. Better still, how about we check the sound levels? Let us do it. Start this thing. How are we going to start this thing? Boom, boom, boom. Okay, we're good. So, what's happening here then? How about we do a warming video? Haven't done a warming video in a while. Been doing more videos recently over the last couple of days just to keep that discipline or reintroduce that discipline. I've done a couple of short ones. I know that for sure. Where are we? There it is. I had it earmarked. And yeah. I think you're going to like this one. Okay. So we'll share. We'll do the warming video. Yes. Ruben Guerrero up in the building. So we'll do the warming video and then we'll come back and then I'll share with you the topics for the evening. Okay. So let me share my screen. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. So I think that's it. How's it looking on your end? Yes. As a matter of fact, that warming section there looks a bit big, but it don't matter. It doesn't matter. Okay, so let's kill the music and get straight into it. And I hear to muck about. Let's go. Yes. It's the Raphie Dawkins with the Combat Radio. And today we're looking at Andy Ruiz and his new training regimen. So we're posting up a lot of stuff on Instagram. And so let's get into it. So Andy Ruiz has upgraded his training from the standard boxing training. It's cross training. He's implementing a new regimen. George St. Pierre did it before him in the UFC. And many of you may not know what I'm talking about. Well, let's get into it. Andy Ruiz has implemented gymnastics in his training regime. And many people may find that difficult to understand, comprehend, or even believe that a man of his proportions, here he is with Manny Pacquiao, a man of his proportions could actually do gymnastics. But told you before, don't underestimate the Ruiz. Okay, so without delay, let's get into the evidence. Andy Ruiz, where are you? Come show the people what you can do. Boom, boom, boom. OMG. Let's go again, Andy. And again. And again. So, Let's us not have any more talk of Andy Ruiz being unathletic. More time with feeling. Boom, boom, boom. Andy Ruiz's new training regimen. Gymnastics. It's the Raphael Dawkins. It's the Combat Radio. And don't forget to tune in to the live show later on today. Ask Rick with Rick Glazer. And then tomorrow, Thursday, we have Michael Carbajal, Manitas de Piedra, Little Hands of Stone. Okay, so that's it. It's the Raphael Dawkins. It's the like, it's the subscribe, it's the comments, it's the shares, and it is the hitting that bell icon to stay updated with news and notifications. And I'm out.
Damn. Look at Andy go. Look at them skills. What the hell? Okay. So, why is my screen? Why is nothing happening on my screen? Oh, okay. Okay. So, let's stop that. Let's stop sharing. And let's go back into the main chat. Let's bring that down. Warming video complete. And yeah, let's get into some of the comments before we get into, or do I tell you the story first? Do I tell you the topics first? Well, yeah. Why don't we touch on what this is? Let's get the stuff up. Okay, so you are in tune to Boxing Talk with Raphie 146. And don't get it twisted. That's not 146 live shows. That's 146 boxing talks with Raphie. I think I wanted to commemorate. I'm ready for camera time. I wanted to commemorate the 200th live edition. Because you remember, we used to do a boxing talk on a Saturday lunchtime. Don't do that no more. Not regular. Just every now and then. So I'm pretty sure we've exceeded the 200 mark. I'll have to go and check. We'll probably have to celebrate the 250th. Probably have to celebrate the 250th. Okay, so what are the topics of the day? Well, I can tell you one of them. One of them is Hearn. We fronted Miller money, and we want it back. We want our money back. We're also going to be looking at Persoon willing to place Cyrano for the Katie Taylor fight in August. Okay, so let's see what people are doing, and more, of course, but let's see what people are doing. Let's see what people are saying. As a matter of fact, rat-tat-tat-tat. Let me drop this thing in here just in case anybody wants to jump on. You know, the Raphie's just done some hill sprints on the bike. And yeah, the Raphie's feeling it. The Raphie was, yeah, geez. The Raphie was on the sofa and had to get up. Those hill sprints took it out to the Raphie. No question about it. Okay. So you almost didn't get a boxing talk with Raphie tonight, but it's a Monday. People are super chilled. I was going to go live on Sunday. I said, leave it till Monday. But I could have done Sunday and Monday. No excuses. We had a nice chilled out weekend for sure. Okay, so Ruben Guerrero up in the building. JD Boxing. How's he doing, Raphie? Dr. Raph, I'm doing good. For all those G's, what the hell is this? Okay, we had a equipment malfunction here. Let's try and get this right. Almost lost the mic. The mic stand, I heard something creaking. Turned out to be the microphone stand. That's not good. Almost fell off. Okay, let's secure this shizzle. Let's get this shizzle tight. Okay. What is this? Wasn't tight enough originally. Okay, I think we're good now. Yeah, that's tight. That's tight. Okay, let's go. So, yes. James Jameson up in the building, admiring Andy Ruiz's athletics. Okay. To be fair, Andy is one of the best American-Mexican fighters by a country mile. Yes, congratulations on the live shows. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we've exceeded the 200 mark. I'm pretty sure we're closing in on the 250th. Pretty sure. We'll have to check that. We'll have to make a special celebration for that. What we're saying here, more fool Hearn. Big baby ain't making that money again. Dame. Eddie don't mess around when it comes to the money. Claiming 10K training expenses from Serrano. Best believe Miller be hearing from Eddie's lawyers. No doubt. Motorbiking. Raph taking up front money, including wire transfers. Yes. Okay. Dixon Sider up in the building. The Philip Carl Roberts up in the building. The shizzle almost wardrobe malfunction. Almost suffered a wardrobe malfunction. The mic almost dropped off. The microphone stand. It wasn't securely secured. And that ain't good. Okay, let me drop this link back up in there. And let's kick off. Hill ride, them hill sprints have sapped the Raphie's energy. But, we persevere over here. Okay, so where do I begin? I'm here. You are here. So let us get this thing. Let's get this thing going. Okay. So let's find this thing now. Okay. Over here. Boom. Sound check. Good. Sound check. Good. The production team will certainly come in for a severe reprimand. No question about it. No excuses for wardrobe malfunctioning over here at Raphael Dawkins Combat Radio. So how are we going to start this thing? I think we're going to go over here. Let me share. Boom. Okay. So, as a matter of fact, hold on. Something I need to do. Where's that thing? Boom. Okay. Now it looks presentable. I only go down hills when I cycle. OMG. Well, I do hill sprints sometimes. Today was a hill sprint day, and my, it certainly sapped the energy systems of the Raphie. Certainly sapped out the energy systems. Okay, so let's tidy this thing up. Let's make it look nice and sweet. How does that look now? Okay, that looks more respectable. Let's go with that. Okay, so WBC El Presidente says Fury White can happen in 2020 if Wilder drops out. Interesting. Okay, so the WBC president, Mauricio Suleiman, does not rule out the possibility of a 2020 clash between WBC heavyweight champion Tyson Fury and mandatory challenger Dillian White. The scenario is highly unlikely, but everything depends on Deontay Wilder, the Bronze Bomber. Okay, so back in February, Fury dropped Wilder twice, stopped him. Yep, we know all about that. After suffering that loss, Wilder exercised his contractual option for an immediate rematch, which is currently targeted for December the 19th. White is the mandatory challenger to Fury's title. He's due a shot at the belt by February 2021. White is already scheduled to face former WBA champion Alexander Povetkin on August 22nd in Brentwood. If Wilder is unable to proceed with the trilogy fight, then the WBC has no problem with Fury heading straight to his mandatory. It could happen if they reach an agreement and they accept that to happen. Jeez, who wrote this? Okay, so of course, if Wilder drops out, then Fury could decide to bypass White and head directly to a showdown with IBF, WBO, WBA heavyweight champion Anthony Joshua. The WBC gave their blessing for the Fury Wilder trilogy as long as the winner faces White in the first quarter of 2021. So many things can happen, especially with the ongoing corona. I heard about that. Plenty. Okay, so let's get to the pertinent. Okay, so let's get to the pertinent point in this thing. Forget about the headline. What can happen in 2020 if Wilder drops out? Forget about the headline and let's go to the pertinent sentence. Where is it? I read it just a second ago. Here it is. Okay, so, and it reads, of course, if Wilder drops out, then Fury could decide to bypass White and head directly to a showdown with IBF, WBO, WBA heavyweight champion Anthony Oluwafemi Olansi Joshua. Yeah, and realistically, that's exactly what would happen, wouldn't it? That's exactly what would happen. Why the hell? Hold on a sec. I gotta see this. Am I sharing the screen? I hope not. Damn. Okay. Had to check that. Okay. Yeah. So obviously that's what would happen, isn't it? Fury would most likely decide to bypass White and head directly for a showdown. Having said that, what the hell is he talking about? No way, no how. Can I envisage Fury fighting Joshua in 2020? Because for sure, I don't think there's any stepping aside for Pulev. No way, no how. Having said that, hold on. Bob Arum is the promoter of both Pulev and Fury. Hold on. Damn, the plot thickens. It'll be down to Bob Arum, what Bob Arum sees as better. What would Bob Arum prefer? Would Pulev step aside? I don't see why he would. Why the hell would Pulev step aside? It makes no sense for Pulev to step aside. Because if Pulev does beat Joshua, I mean, he's already seen Ruiz do it. Surely, after seeing Ruiz, that must give Pulev some heart. There's a lot of talk that Pulev don't want it with Joshua. But you'd have to imagine that he gets some heart from that. He gets some heart from seeing that Ruiz was victorious. And look at the benefits that Ruiz has reaped. So I have to think that Pulev, there'd be no stepping aside for Pulev. Pulev would go ahead with that, and Undisputed would have to wait. So there's no way Pulev is stepping aside, even though he's promoted by the same person who's promoting Fury. I don't see Pulev stepping aside. No way, no how. So no way does Undisputed take place in 2020, in my humble opinion. Okay, let's get into the chat, see what's going on. Let's see what's going on. Okay. What's going on here? What's going on here? Let me drop this link in the chat. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, there it is. Oh, I see motorbike. No, not motorbike. No. I'm talking about pedal power. I'm talking about pedal power. Hearn can sue. Hearn can sue. But you can't take the trousers off a bare ass. Damn. Future bouncer. Well, I'm sure he was a bouncer in the past. But damn, I don't know if he'd want to go back to that. But hell, why not? Frank Mir was a UFC fighter. I think he was even a UFC heavyweight champion, and he was still bouncing in Spearmint Rhino. That was a good weekly income, and bouncing in Spearmint Rhino, I would imagine, is not the worst gig in the world. So, boom, boom, boom. Do you want things in order if he wanted what? What's going on here? Dixon Side has just come in the chat, but he's very bold fellow, very confident. He's asking Philip Carl Roberts, how are you not a moderator? How are you not a moderator? And Philip Carl Roberts says, I think Raphie has things in order. If he needs one, I would happily do it if he wanted me to. That's very gentlemanly discourse going on over here. Well, I keep the moderators. Yes, very kind words all around. I keep the moderators around here to a bare minimum. I keep it to a bare minimum. I think it's good that way. Just keep the moderation to a bare minimum. I like the idea of the place, just having a certain tone. I like to feel that we generate a certain tone around here. So moderation in moderation. We don't need too many hall monitors. We don't need too many cops around here. But of course, there are certain occasions. There have been certain occasions in the past where we've been having certain guest speakers over from the LDBC, and we've had to be very sharp. So I've had to put some deputies. I've had to anoint some deputies in place. But generally speaking, I think we keep the moderation around here in moderation. But thank you for the kind words. Okay, so WBC is issuing it. Why could expose and bankrupt them? Yeah. They need to pull their finger out and do the right thing. What's going on here? What's going on here? What's going on here? Where's this? Dixon. Who's this Dixon Sider? Dixon Sider is a stranger to me, but he seems to be very familiar. He seems to be very familiar with the workings over here at Raphael Dawkins Combat Radio. So, Dixon, what was your previous name when you were over here previously? Oh, my gosh. OMG. Dixon, you seem very familiar, but I've never seen you around here. What's that all about, Dixon? Oh, this is funny. This YouTube shizzle is phone 9. Okay. Yo, Dixon, what's your other name, my friend? What's your other name? You got me curious. You seem to know the workings of this area but we don't know you. So if you kindly enlighten us as to your identity, the name that we know you by, that would be nice. What's this movie Head 1 Inch Down? What's that all about? What's this movie Head 1 Inch Down? What's that all about? That's some peculiar stuff, James. I don't know what you're talking about. White ain't stepping aside. How's everyone wetting themselves about Undisputed? I just want best v best. Well, the Undisputed is best v best, is it not? Undisputed is best v best. They got Fury as number 1 best right now, and they got Joshua as number 2. So that's Undisputed, isn't it? Unless I miscalculated. Okay, so you're in tune to the Raphael Dawkins, and it's the Boxing Talk with Raphie, episode 146. And yeah, we're just kind of easing into it. We're talking about, what are we talking about? Have I got that thing up there? We're talking about what Mauricio Suleiman said. And he said that White Fury can happen in 2020 if Wilder drops out. And it was remiss of me not to have that up on the screen, but it's there now. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. That's what Aram is hoping for a Fury Pulev unification. It could go pear-shaped though. Wilder could beat Fury, and Joshua could beat Pulev. And Pulev has no hand in the pie. Yes, yes, yes. Rick Shaw, James Jameson coming with them jokes. He's keeping them coming. He's keeping them coming. Should be on stage, mate. OMG. Yeah, Miller could be Jay Prince's bodyguard. Yeah, well, that's a good gig for Miller. That's a good gig for Miller. James Jameson has suggested a donation for Raphie to get membership at Spearmint Rhino. Hey, James. That's damn decent of you, old bean. Damn decent of you. Remember to smash that like button. Where's that fella? Where's that fella who's very familiar? Dixon. Where's Dixon Cider? Dixon Cider, where are you? You seem to know the workings of the combat radio, but yet you're a stranger to us under that name. What is your other name? What is your other name? You got me curious. Who are you? Who do we know you as? Who do we know you as? Let's be honest. We don't want it to be like an LDBC channel. Everyone's a moderator there. They're just a bunch of spanners. Just a bunch of spare spanners. You know what I'm saying? Okay, you're in tune to Boxing Talk with Raphie. Raphael Dawkins at the helm. I'm operating. I'm at the helm of the ship. OMG. We got Heinrich Schmitz up in the building. Jab that button. Dixon's real name is OMG. Damn. Dixon, who are you? Who are you, Dixon? Dixon. Oh my gosh. Who are you, Dixon? Who are you really? You've got us curious, Dixon. Dixon. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Dixon Gate. Really want to know, curious to know who the hell is Dixon. Yeah, you need to send that screenshot over, Dixon. You need to get you need to get that screenshot over, Dixon. Heinrich Schmitz asks Raphie, where did you meet? Where did you meet? What's going on here? What's going on here? Where did you meet Rick Glazer? Well, I can't remember now. I can't remember where I first met Rick Glazer, but I think it was at the Mirage Hotel in Vegas, if I'm not mistaken. I'll have to verify it with him on Wednesday when he comes back round. But if I'm not mistaken, it was the Mirage. It was the Mirage Casino, and it was the blackjack table. I think I was 10K up at that point. But the night went down and then came up again. So yeah, it was an interesting night, if my memory serves me correctly. Okay. OMG. Okay. Now he's listening. He might be Dixon. I don't know if he's Dixon. He might be Dixon. And dame. We got some money for the Spearmint Rhino Experience led by James Jameson. And much appreciated. Always appreciated when you guys show your appreciation by coming here, smashing that like button. For those of you who are new, like Dixon, hit that subscribe button. And what else can you hit? Yeah, you can hit that super chat button and make the chat more colorful. That's very much appreciated. Coming there from James Jameson. Okay, what else we got going on? What else is going on? Who else should Wilder fight? Instead? It would take him probably 5 fights to get the same amount of money. Well, Heinrich. Wilder could easily just say, well, I'm still injured. I'm still injured, so I need more time, and he can sit this one out. And he could perhaps negotiate to fight the winner of, well, either way, if he sits this one out, I'm sure WBC would give him first dibs at Dillian White. If Fury's made franchise, because there's no way Fury's going to get a crack at Joshua in 2020, and then 2021 rolls around and Dillian's due is shot. So then it's envisaged that Fury could petition, or Bob Arum could petition on behalf of Fury to become franchise, the French Fries, WBC French Fries belt holder. Now, if Fury becomes WBC French Fries holder, then that would leave the WBC with the option of making Dillian White, moving him up to full champion, WBC champion, rather than, what is he now? Is he an interim champion? He's an interim champion right now. Dillian White we're talking about. They could anoint him full champion, or they could give him a championship fight, which, in the WBC, that's most likely what they would do. So they'd match him up. A lot of people are saying they'd match him up with Ortiz. Match him up with Luis Ortiz. I personally think that they'd rather match him up with Andy Ruiz. The problem with that is that Andy Ruiz is being a fat, lazy ponce. He's been living a life of luxury, chilling out, building houses, buying cars and whatnot. And he ain't ready because he's just coming off a loss. If he was smarter, he would take a fight in the next few months when we come out of lockdown, or even take a low-ranking fight in lockdown and just say it's a warm-up. Okay, fine. Take a warm-up fight in about 8 weeks' time, 10 weeks' time. We'll probably be out of lockdown by then, surely. 8 weeks is what? Where are we now? We're June, July, August, September. Yeah. September, October. Okay. Give him 4, 8, 12. Have a 4-week camp, 12-week camp, and he's ready for October. If Andy Ruiz is smart, he will take a fight in October. Start the training camp now. Who is he with? He's with Pacquiao. Not Pacquiao. He's with Canelo's trainer. Okay, he's with Canelo's trainer. Start the training camp now. Be ready for the beginning of October. Okay, gets a fight in October. November, December, January, February. Then he's more than ready. Even November. Then he's more than ready for the first quarter of 2021. So I put it to you, if Andy Ruiz is smart, he'll take a fight. Let me mute this. Let me mute this nonsense going on over here. Yeah. So if Ruiz is smart, he'll take a fight in the next 3 months. And then he'll be ready for the first quarter of 2021. And then he'll be ready to fight Dillian White in 2021, because I'm pretty sure Mauricio Suleiman, El Presidente, would love to have a Mexican heavyweight champion. Remember, the WBA had one. The WBA, what else? WBA, WBO, IBF. They had one in the form of Ruiz for 6 months. But with the WBC being a company out of Mexico, being run out of Mexico, they would love a Mexican-American champion. And so if Ruiz is smart, he'll take a fight last quarter 2020 and be ready for the first quarter of 2021. And if he is, because he's not going to get that shot off a loss, even though the WBC do weird things. I can't see them selling that one. I can't see them selling Andy Ruiz getting a title championship shot coming off a loss. So if he does that, if he follows the steps as I have outlined, I think they give it to him. Hold on. But Luis Ortiz is also coming off a loss, is he not? So how the hell is he going to get a shot either? I don't see either of them guys getting a shot coming off a loss. So both of them guys have got to get a win in the last quarter of 2021 so their hats can be, or their name can be in the hat when it comes time for Mauricio Suleiman to decide what he's going to do when Tyson Fury, if Tyson Fury opts to take the French fries belt. So that's my diagnosis. That's how I see it going down. Let's have a look. Let's have a look what people are saying. Let's have a look what people are saying. Can we get a weekly update about the dent in Wilder's head? Yeah, I should do that. I should do that. Yeah, it would make more sense financially for White to fight Fury before Fury Wilder 3. No crowds at the moment. I like that. OMG. Yeah, it's a good point. Scream. Still trying to figure out what a scream shot is. Not even a screenshot. Scream shot. That's what he calls it. Scream shot. Okay. So where we at? Pure jokes out here. OMG. Maybe he's John Daly. Who's John Daly? John Daly just goes on to John Daly. So he come in as John Daly. He don't come in under no pseudonym. And Dixon Cider says a gentleman never tells. That's a strange thing to say. I remember saying that same sentence sometime back in the dizzy. I think I told a story with that same sentence in. So this Dixon Cider is an old-time listener. Wonder why he can't come in under the name that he came in before. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Okay. So where we at? Where we at? Raph has been in Vegas. Raph has been in Vegas indeed. How'd you know? How'd you know? Who the hell is Dixon? Who the hell is Dixon? Who the hell is Dixon? Na 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 na. Wilder versus White for WBC regular. I think that's highly possible. But does Wilder want it with White though? That's the question. Does Wilder want it with White? Wilder White would never happen. Yeah, I don't know if White would take it. Cal L up in the building. I don't know if White would ever take that though. That's the thing. Would White take it? I mean, Wilder. Would Wilder take it? I don't know. Cal L up in the building. Combat Nation. Yeah, I know a few people who've passed away, allegedly due to the COVID. Yeah. Older people like my dads of school friends. Woman who wasn't that old, but not that old. She passed allegedly through the COVID. I was a bit surprised about her. She was only in her 50s. Most bizarre. But I think it's people who suffered from some kind of ailment anyway. Those seem to be the ones who are getting picked off allegedly by the COVID. Oh yeah, another father of a school friend. Well, he was more like an uncle, not a blood uncle, but I'd known him all my life. One of those. But then he was old as well. So old people, primarily old people. I only know one guy who was relatively young, who got taken out allegedly by the COVID. Mexican market is big. It's massive. Yeah. So, Ruiz needs to get his skates on. He needs to get his skates on. Do all boxers have some kind of criminal energy? No, but many do. Many do. Today they announced that Felix Sturm has to go to jail for at least 3 years. Not even sure if anyone knows him in the UK. Yeah. I've heard of Felix Sturm. Yeah, why has he got to go to jail? Why has he got to go to jail? Scream shots. Yeah. Who the hell's Dixon? Who the hell's Dixon? SSB up in the building. Hearn can take Miller to court, no problem. Hearn can take Miller to court, no problem. Since a lot of people are talking about that, maybe we should get into that, or maybe we should keep that for later. More people died last year than this. Square that pandemic circle. Food for thought. Raphie has a quality sense of humor. That's damn nice of you. Heinrich. That's damn nice of you. Okay. Thank you to James Jameson for making the chat litty. Feel free to follow suit. Feel free to drop a coin in the can. Coin in the can. The can means something else in America. Dang. Okay. So my final pronouncement. I said it already. I'll say it again. WBC, they'd love to have a Mexican-American heavyweight champion. So all fat, slobby Ruiz has to do is move his fat ass into a 12-week training camp starting now. He'll be ready for the beginning of October. Take a low-ranking opponent. WBC will say, that'll do. You fight white. You fight white when we make Fury the French fries champion. Yeah, you do that. You do that. So it's all in Ruiz's hands. It's all in Ruiz's hands. The cards are in his hands. Felix Stern has a massive problem with taxes and Tom Schwartz beat up his wife. Hold on. You're saying Tom Schwartz beat up Tom Schwartz's wife, not Felix Stern's wife, Tom Schwartz's wife. Tom Schwartz beat up his own wife and Felix Stern has a massive tax problem. That's what you're telling me. Okay. Okay. James Jameson coming through again, guys. James, don't let James Jameson be the only one. Join him. Help him. Help the man out. Damn it. Putting all the pressure on James. Much appreciated, James. Much appreciated for keeping the chat litty. Keep it colorful. Okay, so what else we got going on? What else we got going on? Swine flu coming back. Damn, swine flu. I think I remember that. Or was it SARS? Was it SARS? I was in college when SARS was going around. You had to wipe. Couldn't touch no door handles. And I bought some wipes, some antiseptic wipes to wipe the computer keyboards down when I was in college when the SARS outbreak was around. Yeah, that's the problem. That's the problem. Wouldn't be so bad if it was Red Lobster. Do they sell lobster? Lobster's good for you. It's all the other shiznicks that he's getting down his neck, making him turn into a fat ass. Turned into a fat ass a long time ago. That boy needs some discipline. Tom Schwartz's own wife. Okay, that ain't good. Well, it's not good beating up anybody's wife, but yeah, it ain't good. It ain't good. Got to learn how to. Got to have some anger management classes. You know, that's not the way to treat. That's no way to treat a lady. And if you weren't, unless you weren't a lady, you wouldn't have married her. So what's going on? What's going on? Okay. Ruiz now has access to the finest Canelo beef. He has the finest Canelo beef that Mexico has to offer. Okay, should be able to lose weight on that Canelo beef. Tom Schwartz beating OMG. Okay, so we're going to stop sharing that. We're going to stop sharing that and we're going to go into the next story. What's it going to be? What is that there? Yeah, let's kill that. Kill that. Get that out of the way. Okay. Okay. Let's bypass the Miller story for now and let's go to this. Matter of fact, rat-tat-tat-tat. Let me share my screen with you. Am I sharing? Oh, boom. There we go. Boom. How does it look? How does it look? Yeah, that looks decent. That looks acceptable. Okay, so boom, boom, boom. Luke Campbell. What else going on? There's all these notifications coming through. Luke Campbell, Ryan Garcia, fight ordered by the WBC. So, given recent events, a clash between Luke Campbell and Ryan Garcia makes perfect sense. A fight between the pair of top-rated lightweights has been ordered by the World Boxing Council in its latest efforts to provide clarity in the division. Okay. With Fortuna pulling out of the Luke Campbell fight, we have just been notified by the WBC that they've ordered Campbell versus Ryan Garcia. Eddie Hearn, Campbell's promoter and managing director of Matchroom Boxing, announced via social media on Wednesday. Okay, great fight. There they are, two combatants, Luke Campbell and Ryan Garcia, although I'm sure you know each one from the other. Okay, The suggested pairing is the latest in a series of lightweight fights that have been ordered by the WBC so far, with none of them seeing the light of day. England's Campbell was previously ordered to face Dominican Republic's Fortuna for the interim title, with the winner to have been guaranteed a shot at reinstated lightweight titleist Devin Haney. The two-time challenger was game for this cause, even if his greater preference was with the straight-away shot at Haney. Those plans, however, fell through when Fortuna, a former two-division titleist and previously the WBC mandatory challenger at lightweight, opted instead to face former three-division titleist Jorge Linares. Their recently announced bout is scheduled to take place on August the 28th, live on DAZN USA from Fantasy Springs Resort Casino in Indio, California. Indio, never heard of that. What's going on? Let's get to the pertinent points. With Campbell and Garcia both left without opponents, it would only make sense for the two to turn to each other. The WBC is doing its part to aid this cause for a fight to which all involved parties appear to be receptive. Let's go, said Campbell in response to Hearn's tweet. So Campbell, as we know, is a 2012 gold medalist from Hull, England. He's not fought since a 12-round loss to Vasily Lomachenko in their three-belt lightweight title fight last August in London. Among the slew of belts was the then vacant WBC title, which Ukraine's Lomachenko exchanged for the sanctioning body's franchise champion tag. Okay. That move, which came last October, resulted in an upgrade for the Las Vegas's Haney from interim WBC lightweight titleist to full WBC lightweight titleist. Okay, so Haney has been forced to vacate the title and settle for emeritus status, which would allow him to challenge for his old belt once he is healthy enough to return to the ring. In turn, Fortuna and Campbell were ordered to fight for the vacant title and prepared to meet on April 17 in Maryland until the event was cancelled due to the ongoing global coronavirus health crisis. Okay, so I'm finally getting to fight a southpaw, tweeted Garcia, a rising contender from Victorville, California, who knocked out Francisco Fonseca in one round in his last fight in February. My favorite fighters to fight, says Garcia. Luke Campbell responded, "Bring it on. Bring it on. Let's have it. Let's have ya." A 30-day negotiation period normally follows such ordered fights, with the two sides going to a purse bid hearing in the event that a deal cannot be reached. Campbell is represented by Hearn, while Garcia fights under the Golden Boy Promotions banner. Both entities enjoy output deals with DAZN USA and frequently conduct business together. Okay, so looks like both parties are down for it. What's the date? What's the date when this is supposed to be happening? Oh, okay. So it's supposed to be happening. When is this? Oh no, that's not them. So when is this fight supposed to be happening? I don't know. Don't know if I've missed it, but one would imagine comfortably within the next 4 months. Where are we now? July, August, September, October, November. Yeah. End of October, beginning of November. Yeah, that would give them what, 12 to 16 weeks to prepare. They're already in lockdown. Yeah, I like that. So Luke Campbell versus Ryan Garcia, fight ordered by the WBC. Okay, let's see what's going on. In the chat. Matter of fact, rat-a-tat-tat. Let's move that across. Let's scroll across a little bit. Okay, feel the screen better. How does it look now? Far better. Far better. Okay. So what's going on? Let's have a look at some of the responses. Let's have a look at some of these responses. Just scrolling down. James Jameson said, about the only person Schwartz is beating up. Oh my gosh. Did he actually beat her up though? Or did she get retribution? Who's to say he won? Maybe she beat him up. Yeah, but when it comes to the stage where you're having to beat up your wife, come on, lad. Come on. Get with the program. What's wrong with you? You know, what about the art of talking? Whatever happened to the art of debate and discussion? What's wrong with people? Can't we talk it out? Can't people talk it out no more? They have to get so emotionally hyper. So unnecessary. Yeah, with his lifestyle, I think you're talking about Ruiz. He's going to need a payday. Yeah, absolutely. Spending money like water. Bruce Lee said be like water. He never said spend like water. There is a difference. Oh, dear. Uh-oh. Oh, Ruiz doesn't waste his talent away. He's already wasting it away. Seems like he's content fighting, once a year? Getting fit once a year? That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Or is he just being smart? Is he smart to fight once a year more than twice a year? I don't think so. I think twice a year should be the minimum. If you're only fighting twice a year, you should still have a dummy camp. So you got into serious training at least 3 times a year. I like that idea. If you're going to fight twice a year, then have a dummy camp. So you were in a training camp 3 times a year. How'd you like that? How'd you like them apples? How'd you like that proposal? Easily pushing 50. I did a video. Go check it out, folks. Ortiz's real age, or whatever I called it. Something like that. I've never been convinced by Luke Campbell. Shades of Khan. It's a tricky one. Luke Campbell, it's a tricky one. It's a tricky one. Let's just leave it at that. It's a tricky one with Rick. Could this stop Ryan Garcia's hype train? I don't think it's going to stop it. And if it don't stop it, then it's not a hype train. She's biz up in the building. Yeah. I don't think it's going to stop the hype train. And if And if Ryan gets through this one, then I put it to you, he's not a hype train. You know what I mean? Although he's on a hype train, for sure. I do understand that, for sure. What are your thoughts on BT Sports boxing event this weekend? Foster versus Seabish Jr. and Shiraz v. Sakan. And nobody seems to be talking about it. Yeah, nobody's talking about it. Nobody's talking about it. It's Saturday. It's at a reasonable time. Will I watch it? Yeah, I'll probably watch it. Will I regret watching it? Probably go live with that one. It's Saturday. It's not exactly as if we're going out. Not exactly as if we're going out and having our knees up, although the pubs are open over here in the UK, apparently. Yeah, I'll probably be watching that one. I'll probably do a live show on that one. Will I regret it? As a distinct possibility. But yeah. So, Luke Campbell versus Ryan Garcia. Who the people got? Who the people got with that one? Who the people got? Who you got winning? That's an interesting one. It's an interesting one. I'm going to go Garcia. I think Garcia is going to do him. Garcia, I don't think he's going to go 12 to 12 rounds. There you go. I've made my prediction. Garcia stops Luke Campbell. It's a bold prediction. I'm not saying that's what I want to happen, but that's what I see happen. It's on Friday. Yeah, well, that's even better. In which case, I almost certainly will cover it because that's a scheduled show anyway. So yeah, we'll cover that one. Get some boxing chat, squeeze some boxing chat in anyway. Lame card. Oh there. Yeah, I think I'm covering that one. Does anyone see Usyk as a fresher version of Povetkin? How is Usyk like Povetkin? I don't think Usyk is like Povetkin. I don't think Usyk is anything like Povetkin, as a matter of fact. Rat-tat-tat-tat. Who people got winning the Luke Campbell versus Garcia, Ryan Garcia? Put your predictions in. I say Garcia stops Luke. Not saying that's what I want to happen, but you know, Who you got? It's on Friday. Yeah, it's on Friday. Okay, yeah, I'll probably do a bit of that. Not expecting much, not expecting great shakes, but anyway. Okay, something that I'm looking for. Something very specific. Oh, do I need to go to Twitter for this? Do I need to head over to Twitter for this? Just searching. What does this say? What's this all about? Okay, kind of covered that already. I think I'm going to have to head over to Twitter for this next story. Let's head over to Twitter. Okay, that's good. That's very good. Let me go to my likes. As a matter of fact, stop sharing that and let's start sharing. Start sharing this. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. So what we're looking for likes. What have I liked? Okay. Who we got here? Okay, that's by Boxing Finesse. This is funny. Okay. What's going on here? Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so that's Jorge Masvidal. Jorge Masvidal. What the WBC gonna? And that's Kamaru Usman. Okay. Are the UFC gonna? Are the UFC gonna penalize me? Are they gonna penalize me for using a few seconds of their shizzle? Okay. So what's Raphie doing? What's Raphie doing? Why is Raphie showing us Kamaru Usman and Jorge Masvidal? Well, it looks like these two cats are going to be fighting for the UFC welterweight championship this coming Saturday. Jorge, the Cuban American. We see here flattening Ben Askren, the wrestler. The guy who get you down and wrestle suck the living life out of you. Oh, they used to call it. We call it the blanket. It's the wrestler who would just get you down and try and blanket you. I remember I was on a very popular mixed martial arts site for the better part of 10 years. That's when I was practicing the art primarily, training in the art, and there's always the term the blanket. Those guys, those wrestlers who would just smother the living crapola out here. And Ben Askren over here is one of them. Grapple, just smother you. And Tito Ortiz. I remember when I was active on a particular MMA website, and Tito Ortiz came out and boasted that he was gonna blanket such and such. And I remember somebody came out and said Tito's more than a blanket; he's a wet blanket, and that just made us howl. That caused howls. So not only is a blanket bad enough, but some guys are the proverbial wet blanket. And in Ben Askren here, you see the proverbial wet blanket. Well, to be fair, he's an active blanket. He was an active blanket, but somebody like Tito Ortiz, he was a wet blanket. And so when what happened to Ben Askren happened to Ben Askren, there weren't many tears. Let's see. I wonder if the UFC, they're going to copyright my shiznicks. Too much copywriting going on. Anyway. Boom, boom, boom. Ben Askren goes down and forms a statue. Look at him. Stiffened. Boom. Still. Like a statue. It's like he's been turned into a pillar of salt. That's Ben Askren. Boom. Got another couple of cracks in. Didn't make no difference. It was game over. Game over. Yeah. Wonder if UFC are gonna copyright me. You know what? I can't say I don't give a damn. Because I do give a damn, but a part of me don't give a damn. It's got to be a sound and vision thing, man. It's got to be a sound and vision thing, man. But anyway, Deontay Wilder raised his head again. As a matter of fact, rat-tat-tat-tat, that might end up being a segue. In fact, it will end up being a segue. That's my prediction. That's my prediction right there. Okay, so let's talk about the Jorge Masvidal versus Kamaru Usman. Kamaru Usman, there he is. Kamaru Usman, the UFC welterweight champion. Looks like he's fighting Ben Askren next, coming up this Saturday. Okay, what's going on? James Jameson, guys, you're making James Jameson put you to shame. He's come with another one. This time, money for Stringfellows. Is that guy still alive? The tabletop king? Is he still alive? Damn, looks like I might be going checking out Stringfellows. Please feel free to support the channel and support Raphie going to Stringfellows. Put a little penny in the jar. Put a little penny in the collection tin. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of the dark. Okay. So much appreciation goes out to James Jameson, keeping the chat lit. Somebody needs to join him. Somebody needs to help him out. Okay. I'm scrolling on. Heinrich Schmidt's not really. Usyk is more of an outside fighter. I think he will struggle with the bigger heavyweights. He won't be able to impose his style. Yeah, Usyk is far different. What's this there? Usyk is far different from Povetkin. Povetkin is an attacking guy looking to take you out with hooks. Power puncher as well. Usyk, I don't really see Usyk as a power puncher. I think he's more of an attrition guy. And once he's used his footwork, once he's used that footwork, and once he's used his jab, he'll look to put it on you in the second half of the fight. More with accuracy. He does more damage with accuracy than with raw power. Whereas Povetkin is more of a power guy, more of a power player. Yeah, Jorge Rivera. Who the hell's Jorge Rivera? Jorge Masvidal, the Cuban American. Oh, hold on. We got somebody who actually responded. Very tough fight for Ryan, but I got Ryan due to his speed. He has more pop in his shots, more power. Goes to the body a lot, and that will slow Luke down. Yeah, I agree. Garcia. I don't think Luke Campbell has the power to hold him off. Yeah, I concur. Usyk is class. Light on his feet. Great hands, all round, fine boxer. Question comes with the 17 stone plus fellas. Yes. Jorge don't play. He's got fighter's blood in his veins. 100%. Masvidal is a real one. I'm looking forward to the UFC. I ain't staying up late to watch I watch the highlights the next day. American times are too much for me. Yeah, same here. I'm watching the UFC less and less these days because the American times, I can't do that shiz no more. Man's got things to do. Even though it's the COVID era, I don't want to wreck my body clock for one fight. Although I must say I might cover that highlight. I don't know. I'm excited. As you see, Kamaru Usman there is relatively new in comparison to how long Jorge Masvidal's been doing it. Jorge Masvidal's been doing it a mighty long time. He's got fighting blood in the veins. But Kamaru Usman is better on the ground than Masvidal. Masvidal better in the stand-up phase. So we got Masvidal better in the stand-up phase. Kamaru Usman better on the ground. It's going to be a hell of a fight. That much. I promise you. Okay. What else is going on? Wrestlers deserve a knee in the face. I wasn't mad at it. I can't see him doing well against taller heavyweight opponents. Hey, but it's going to be fun watching. That's for sure. Okay. What's going on? Put a wet blanket on him. Oh my. Okay. What's going on? Where's the tin? I keep on saying I'm going to get a tin with some coins in. I need to do that. In fact, I think I might have that in situ before the end of the show. Might have that in situ before the end of the show. Definitely need a way of commemorating each contribution. Definitely, but I think I found it. I think I'm gonna have that popping before the end of the show. Mark my words. Mark my words. Walker Smith Jr. comes in with a joke. Never seen him before, but he makes a grand entrance. Makes a grand entrance wearing a cape and a fedora, all black. Okay, make of that what you will. Make of that what you will. Okay, we're scrolling down. We're scrolling down. We're scrolling down. Any man over 16 stone can turn your lights out except Tommy Schwartz. Well, that's interesting, you know. That's interesting because sometimes it's not really, I mean, any man who knows how to hit, any man over 16 stones who knows how to hit, but just because your weight doesn't determine how well you punch. You know, I've seen some girls. I've held pads for some girls, some little scrawny girls, and they knew how to hit, and their punch power belied their weight, their fragile weight belied their punch power. And I've held pads for guys who were big and heavy, and they punch like powder puffs. So it's a trained 16 stoner, yeah. An untrained one or someone who just doesn't have the aptitude to punch, just don't know the mechanics, never thought about the mechanics, never studied the mechanics, never implemented the mechanics, can hit surprisingly softly. Surprisingly. James Jameson killing it tonight. He's bringing them jokes, man. He's bringing them jokes. OMG. Jorge all day long. Might even put a tenner on it. Yeah, I like Jorge in this. I think he's got a strong hand in this. Has a really strong hand in that fight with Kamaru Usman. Okay. Christopher Nolan's new film. I don't know who the hell Christopher Nolan's in, my old chap. Don't know who the hell Christopher Nolan's is. I have to research that, Shiznix. Okay. So we've covered. Oh, let's get that down. We ain't even talking about that no more. So let's get that down. And so we've covered Kamaru Usman, UFC welterweight champion, versus Jorge Masvidal. One more time with feeling. This is the whole fight. Boom. 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 Uh-oh. Okay, so we've covered that one. And now we're moving into, now we're segueing in. We're using this as a segue. Let's have a look how this looks on your screen. Let's tidy that up just a little bit. And let us proceed. Okay, so that knee was perfection. Now, I'm glad I didn't waste my time with that. I didn't waste my time with that. Okay, so what we're doing now, let me set the table. Let me set the table for this thing. Let me line this thing up. And what's this looking like? What's this looking like? Okay. Okay, I see this. I see this. I see this. All right. That knee was very satisfying. Jorge Masvidal lets his fighting do the talking. Indeed. Absolutement. Absolutement. And in the bottom part of the screen there, you may see the swollen cheek. The swollen cheek of Deontay, the Bronze Bomber Wilder. Indeed. Indeed. The confidence and the timing. Confidence and the timing. Indeed. 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 Boom. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna segue now. We're gonna segue now. Damn, she sucked the life out of him, no doubt. Sucked the life out of the fella. Okay, so let's get into this segue. Let's do this. Let's do this. Okay, and guys, if you haven't checked out the videos, I've upped the output of the videos. So be sure to look out for the videos. A couple of funny ones out there right now that I've recently released over the last couple of days. So if you're lacking entertainment and you think, what can I do now? Let's go ahead, check out Raphie's videos. Got some funny ones up. Okay, so I think we've done enough. Done enough. Done enough teasing with this one. Let's go full screen and let's give it to you. Let's give it to you. Oh, what's the volume like? Why is it so low?
It's a lot of them, man. I know all y'all too. I know all y'all. Trust me. Okay, trust me. So they say trust me, Baby Miller. Man, fuck Baby Miller. Yeah, he is a crybaby, man. He's a fucking big ass crybaby. That's what he is. And he better watch himself too. He better watch himself too. Like I said before, the niggas that be talking the loudest, acting enraged, all that shit, you gotta watch it. We know a lot about him as well too. Watch yourself, boy. We know a lot about you too. We know a lot about you too, man. Y'all stay away from these fucking PEDs, man. Y'all stay away from this shit. It ain't good for you. Stay away. It's a lot of them, man. I know all y'all too. I know all y'all. Trust me. Okay, trust me. So they say trust me, Baby Miller. Man, fuck Baby Miller. Yeah, he is a crybaby, man. He's a fucking big ass. That's what he is.
Okay, so you heard that. You heard that. And as you will no doubt have guessed, that is a segue into this piece. I've done a video on this, but we haven't talked about this live. So I think it's only appropriate that we talk about this live. Where is my banner? Where is my banner? There it is. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so Eddie Hearn, we fronted money and we want it back. Where we at? Okay, so Miller was supposed to pay back money fronted from the Joshua fight. Hold on. Let me actually show you this so you can see the wording. Stop sharing that and start sharing this. How's he looking on the screen? Okay, looks good. All right, so Hearn. Miller was supposed to pay back money fronted for the Joshua fight from Forrest's purse. Okay, so Bob Arum, Dimitri Salita, and Greg Cohen aren't the only promoters that had financial interest in Jarrell Miller's ill-fated fight against Jerry Forrest. Eddie Hearn has revealed that he too was supposed to be paid a percentage of Miller's purse when he fought Forrest on July the 9th. Las Vegas. The British promoter informed IFL during an interview that was streamed recently that Miller still owes his company money. Mo Nye. Still owes his company Mo Nye the money that Miller was fronted before he tested positive for 3 performance-enhancing drugs last year. Okay, so Brooklyn's Miller failed another PED test recently prior to the Forrest fight and was temporarily suspended by Nevada State Athletic Commission. He was due to make good the money, Hearn said. He had a sign-on bonus from Top Rank. And James Prince, I believe, which he's probably going to have to repay. He owes me money. We were getting paid from this fight for the money he owes us from the Joshua fight. The upfront payment that we gave him, which he has to return because he failed a drug test. Okay. Hearn suggested Matchroom Boxing might have to take legal proceedings against Miller to try to recoup an unspecified amount because the NSAC, the Nevada State Athletic Commission, could issue the controversial heavyweight contender a lengthy suspension at one of its upcoming meetings. Okay, so Hearn refused to work with Miller after his PED ordeal, which afforded Andy Ruiz Jr. an opportunity to upset England's Anthony Joshua. Okay, so Top Rank. Miller signed with Top Rank as his promoter and signed with Jay Prince as his manager. He still has a co-promotional deal in place with Salita and Cohen, Greg Cohen. Anybody who hasn't seen my video on Greg Cohen, you best go check it out after the show or tomorrow. But Greg Cohen is currently sitting in jail because he defrauded a guy out of $200,000. And Cohen is one of Miller's managers. So, you know, or they say the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree. The besmirched Miller, 31, hasn't boxed since he knocked out Romania's Bogdan Dinu in November 2018. While Miller awaits his fate, Forrest is busy preparing for his replacement, Cameroon's Carlos Takam. The 10-round bout between Forrest of Newport, Virginia, and Takam will headline ESPN's telecast on July the 9th from the MGM Grand Conference Center. Okay, so that's Miller needing to pay back Eddie Hearn. Where we at? Yeah. So Eddie Hearn. Oh, James is killing it today. He's killing it today. Somebody join him. Somebody join James. Have you seen Madonna recently? She's turned into Justin Bieber. OMG. I actually have her book. What's it called? What's that book called? It's the one with the steel cover. And the ring binders. What's that book called? Madonna's book from way back when. I got that book. I think I've opened it. I don't know if I've opened it in the last 15 years. Probably had that book, for 20 years? When was that book released? Probably had that book for damn 20 years. I don't think I've opened it in the last 15. It's just there. Is that a collector's item? How much is that worth now? What is it called? Erotic? I don't know. It could be. Could be. Maybe I should pop that open. Maybe I should pop that open. Let's go, champ. Let's go, champ was calling Wilder the dirtiest man in boxing. Damn. I wonder if I can pull that up. I did see that. I did see that on Instagram. I wonder if I could pull that up. Yeah, I might get to that after I'm done with this. Shannon Briggs referred to Wilder on TBV and said that he has failed PEDs about 7 times. 7 times. I don't think he said he failed. I don't think he said Wilder failed 7 times. I think he said you got champs out here. You got champs out here. Damn, Philip. I mean, James Jameson comes with it again. He's causing mass hysteria in the area. Somebody needs to join him. Much appreciation. Tenor. Them Rhino girls don't take coins. I think what, much appreciation to James Jameson. I think what Briggs said, well, actually, I'm not even going to tell you what he said. We're going to hear it. Hopefully we hear it for ourselves. I'm going to bring that up for y'all. But as regards to this situation with Big Belly Miller, Eddie Hearn saying, yeah, we want our money back. And I think at this point, what's going on? Has people responded to that? Apple doesn't fall too far from the tree. Certainly not when it's 300 pounds. It's just going to go boom. Create a little crater right at the bottom of the apple tree. Miller ducked Forrest. My gosh, if you're talking about ducking Forrest, if he's got to the stage where he's ducking Forrest, I don't think he thought he was going to get caught. No, it's an actual book. Madonna did a book. It was steel covered book. As a matter of fact, rat-a-tat-tat, why don't we do this by the magic of shizzle my nizzle. Yeah. He did say your boy. Where are we? Why do I see that in one place, but I can't see it over here? What's going on? Okay, I'll come back to that in a second. Come back to that topic in a second, but first and foremost, let's do this little research project. Shouldn't take too long. Should take under a minute. Let's do this. This is the power of Madonna's book. Let's research this. Madonna's book. Let's see what comes up. Madonna's book. Oh, OMG. Uh-oh. I found it. Let's go back. That's not what I typed in. Madonna's book. Copy that. Madonna's. Yeah, okay. Boom. Okay. OMG. Raphie's not trying to get in trouble here. Raphie is not trying to get in trouble here. Okay, let's show this. Let's share this. I found it. Research project successful. Stop sharing that and start sharing this. Boom. I don't know how that's looking on your screen. Let me have a look. Let me see what you're seeing. Okay, so that is it. That is the book in its metal binding. That's the name of the book. I'm not going to show you any of the pictures inside because you know the YouTube people. You know, them YouTube people in the jackboots, they would take offense if I showed you any of the contents of that book. So there it is. It's not in Raphie's imagination. It's a real thing. Yeah, and I think we're going to get the hell out of there. Close that down. Boom, boom, boom. Stop sharing that. And continue to share. Let's get that out of there. Let's get that out of there. Say sayonara. Sayonara to that. Sayonara to that. Yeah, so what was I just talking about? What was I just talking about? Is that real? Damn, you didn't know? You didn't know? That's as real as hell. I got the damn book. I feel almost tempted to go to the bookshelf and grab it and bring it and show you. It starts with an S and ends with an X. Indeed. OMG. It's very real, very real, very real. And what am I going to do now? What am I going to do now? Something specific. There's something specific I was going to do. Yeah, Briggs is friends with Miller, so yeah. What year was it written? I have no idea. A quick Google search will illuminate everything for you, my good fellow. I don't think it was written. I don't think there was much writing going on, to be honest with you. Cal L. It's more of a picture book. More of a picture book. Okay. Late 90s. Yeah, could be. Not too good with years. The God of War is up in the building. And I wanted to do something. I want to share. I remember what it was. It was on Instagram. Let me go over to Instagram. It's the Shannon Briggs thing. The Shannon Briggs thing. I hope this thing doesn't ask me to log in. What the hell's going to happen here?
Okay, a little summertime fun, Lord. Let's get it. Skip that. I say you skip that.
Okay. So I hope I'm not sharing that. Well, I suppose I should be sharing, shouldn't I? Okay, let me go ahead and share. Hold on. Un momento. Boom. Let me go ahead and share with you. I'm pretty sure I like this post, so it should theoretically be up here, yeah? Where is it? Don't tell me they're taking it down. Okay. Boom. Don't tell me they're taking it down. I got a bad feeling they're taking it down. Wow. Oh no, they haven't. It's still here. Okay. I thought they got vetoed by Wilder. Well, let's hold on. How's this looking for you? It's looking good actually. Okay. So let's share this.
So many incidences that I think all forgiveness is lost at this point. And I'm not saying that's right or it's wrong. I'm just saying that's from my logistical standpoint.
It's been superstars caught 7 times, guys. Superstar, your big boys caught 7 times. They don't never say nothing about it, guys.
I know the names, but I'm not a snitch. I know 3 or 4 guys, especially your boy. Your boy, the dirtiest bastard ever lived. You know what I'm saying? Listen. Dirty.
Say your name.
I'm talking
Say
about
your name.
dirty bastards. Yo, listen. They got popped 7 or 8 times. They never say nothing, bro.
So many incidences that I think all forgiveness is lost at this point. And I'm not saying that's right or it's wrong. I'm just saying that's from my logistical standpoint.
It's been superstars caught 7 times, guys. Superstars, your big boys caught 7 times. They don't never say nothing about it, guys. I know the names, but I'm not a snitch. I know 3 or 4 guys, especially your boy. Your boy, the dirtiest bastard ever lived. You know what I'm saying? Listen. Dirty.
Say your name.
I'm talking
Say
about
your name.
dirty bastards. Yo, listen. They got popped 7 or 8 times. They never say nothing, bro.
So many incidences that I think all forgiveness is lost at this point. And I'm not saying that's right or it's wrong. I'm just saying that's from my logistical standpoint.
It's been superstars caught 7 times, guys. Superstars, your big boys caught 7 times. They don't never say nothing about it, guys. I know the names, but I'm not a snitch. I know 3 or 4 guys, especially your boy. Your boy, the dirtiest bastard ever lived. You know what I'm saying? Listen. Dirty.
Say your name.
I'm talking
Say
about
your name.
dirty bastards. Yo, listen.
So OMG. I mean, what can I say? What can I say? You heard it there for yourself. Seems like Shannon the Cannon. Nah. Holyfield ain't Nessie's boy. Holyfield ain't Aquaman's boy. Say his name. You know, it seemed to be implying that there've been champions out there who've been caught multiple times. So, you know, seemed like a very strong allegation. I don't know. I really don't know. You have to decide who you feel that Shannon the Cannon was referring to. I don't know, man. I think everybody can formulate their own opinion. Yeah. So I'll let you be the judge of that one. OMG. Okay, so as we move on, we're moving to. Okay, this is a hot topic. So allow me to share my screen with you. Let's make this thing nice. How's it looking for you? Okay, as a matter of fact, rat-tat-tat-tat. Let me put the appropriate title in. And for those who have not checked out my video on Miller's trainer sitting in jail for wire fraud, 200,000. He frauded a man out of $200,000. That's why he's sitting in jail right now. For those who haven't checked out that video, that might be something you might be interested in. But this one is from Sarah Fina, who worked with the aforementioned promoter, and check it out for yourself.
Yes. It's the Raphie Dawkins with the Comeback Radio. And today, Serafina worked for Cohen Promotions, co-promoters of Big Baby Jarrell Miller. She speaks after Cohen goes to jail for wire fraud. She's not really speaking about that. Well, that's a different part of it. But for this section of the interview, she speaks on Jarrell Big Baby, Big Belly Miller. And not only that, but she gives us an insight into what they knew at Cohen Promotions about Anthony Joshua's condition just prior to their scheduled bout with Miller. Okay, let's listen to what she has to say. Sarah Fina, please speak.
Yeah, I mean, it was our Super Bowl, right? And we just pissed in our Cheerios, didn't you?
OMG. Highly unfortunate. Let's, speaking about Jarrell Miller, see what else you have to say.
My immediate reaction was laughter, as is kind of just unbelievable. I no longer work for Red Cohen. He went to prison February 4th for wire fraud and left me in a really bad predicament. And, for me, it was just karma. The way Greg did me was something that you do to people that have been loyal to for 6 years. I would love to be a fly in the middle of his cell right now.
Okay, so she was speaking about.
He's banking on this. He was banking on Jarrell. That's the money ticket. That's the golden boots. There's no bigger fight than the heavyweight championship of the world. So he was banking on that. And for me, it's just like it goes around, comes around.
Okay, so she was speaking about Greg Cohen, and talking about his money fraud, wire fraud, money wire, I'm gonna call it, for which he's currently serving 6-month sentence. Now she moves on to speak about Jarrell Big Baby Miller and Anthony Joshua.
Before he tested positive for that. So
That's right.
He was super prepared and ready and confident, super confident. He had me fooled. I really believed that he was going to beat Anthony. I was there. We seemed to have all the confidence in the world. And from what I saw in the past, Jarrell had the highest punch output from any heavyweight.
Yeah.
And I just felt like, with Jarrell's pressure, I felt like he could beat Anthony. And then I had some inside information also, because we had a fighter named Joey DeVacco and canceled Joshua, who gave Joshua a concussion. It was true. Yeah, canceled Joshua, who gave Joshua a concussion. So
there's rumors about that before the release.
It was true. It was true. Yeah. So I just knew that he wasn't going to be in his right mind, his right state, like Anthony was going to be.
Dang. Okay. So Serafina, previously with Cohen Promotions, Greg Cohen, that is, says that they felt that Big Baby Miller was going to win because they knew that one of their fighters had given Anthony Joshua a concussion prior to the fight. So hopefully that puts all the arguments to bed. Some people were saying, no, Anthony Joshua didn't get a concussion. He was fine. Why are you saying that? No, he was fine. But now we've heard it from the horse's mouth. Someone whose fighter was responsible for giving Anthony Joshua a concussion prior to the June the 1st scheduled bout with Big Baby Miller. But of course, he popped dirty for 3 strong substances, PEDs, and was replaced by none other than Andy the Punch Reese Jr. So hopefully that clears it up. Let the discussions begin. Mr. Raphie Dawkins, it's the Comeback Radio, it's the like, it's the subscribe, it's the comments, it's the shares, and it is the hitting that bell icon to stay updated with news and notifications. So put your comments down below, share the video, and look out for the live shows. Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, 9 p.m. UK time.
Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so Serafina. Oh, damn, where's the music? Where's the music? There it is. Boom. So Serafina talks about Jarrell Miller or Anthony Joshua. She knows that Anthony Joshua suffered a concussion in training before the Big Belly Miller fight. How long have I had my headphones off? I don't know. How long did they come off? Have I been doing this whole damn thing without the headphones on? Have I been doing this whole damn thing without the headphones on? Damn, that's not even that one. It's that one. Okay. Glad you appreciate it. It was more like 10 p.m. Where we at? So Serafina says, we knew Joshua was concussed prior to the Miller Ruiz fight. Very, very interesting. Seems to put to bed the argument. Was he not? Serafina. Serafina. OMG. Who's this Mr. Email? Never heard of him. Okay, so Serafina says that Wilder was concussed prior to the Ruiz Miller fight. And there don't seem to be much argument about that. With a momento. Let me just do this quick thing back in 15 seconds. Okay. I made a solemn promise that I would rectify. Made a solemn promise that I'd rectify the tin thing. And I think I found the solution. That will be the sound henceforth of the super chat sound. Got to have a representation in sound. And now we've got it. Now we've got it. By Jove, I think we've got it. Okay, there's much talk, much deliberation about who Briggs was talking about. I mean, Shannon Briggs took some asthma shizzle. But there are words that, that shizzle could be multi-purpose or could be used to be covering up something else like a masking agent. So, who's to say? Who knows? Who's to say? But you know what? James Jameson bringing it. And what better way to end the show than with another contribution? What better way to end the show? Did not sound like a tenor. Damn. Well, we'll have to wait till it comes through. We'll have to wait for the wire transfer. We'll have to wait for the scream shot. OMG. Okay, guys, we've done it. It's been like, 1 hour and 59 minutes of pleasure. It's been 1 hour and 56 minutes of pleasure. And it has been a pleasure. That was a nice segue. And so, I don't know. We're looking, maybe do something tomorrow in the daytime. Maybe we do that. But look out for the videos. And certainly look out for the next main scheduled show, which will be Boxing Talk with Raphie. Ask Rick. Okay, has it almost been a week already? Seems like I was talking to Rick just a couple of days ago, but it's almost been a week. It's been 5 days. Okay, so we've gone through this. We've done this. We've made it through. We've made it through another show. Okay, so what can I say? It's been great having you. It's been another successful one. I want to leave you guys to carry on. It's like midnight, 11 minutes past midnight over here in the UK. We're going to let Raphie recover from his hill sprints. And so, what can I say? Thank you for your attendance. Thank you for smashing that like button. Thanks, James Jameson, for hitting that super chat button. Thank all of you for your presence. No, that's for the show. That's for the combat. That's for the combat radio. And we're keeping it nice, tight, and polite. Okay. And so what can I say? It's the Raphael Dawkins. It's the combat radio. It's the like. It's the subscribe. It's the comments. It's the shares. And it is the hitting the bell icon and the super chat button and the PayPal button. But hit the bell icon to stay updated with news and notifications. Okay, so it's the Cal L. It's the God of War. It's the Philip Carl Roberts. It's the James Jameson. Making it rain up in here today. Join him. Do not let him be alone. It's the, who else is there? Who else is there up in here? It's the God of War. It's the Mr. Email. And who was that guy earlier on? The Cal, no, not Cal L. The Dixon. The Mr. Dixon of Doc Green. And yeah, good to have everybody in here. And the only thing left for me to say is blessed.